All right, guys, welcome back to Crossman Productions. Man, I'm really excited about today. Normally I don't do a lot of selling products, on the show. I get people that approach me and want me to, talk about different products and things that they have. And I normally don't do that, but I have a friend of mine that's coming on today. His name's Jason Jones. Jason and I can kind of go back a little ways. He's been a guest before on the show. He's an actor as well, but he's part of a company that is working on a technology that deals with stem cells. So I've always been kind of interested in stem cells and what they are, what they do for our body. So um, he's part of a company that is, I guess they say, created a patch that helps rejuvenate stem cells. And, the stem cells apparently does a lot of benefits, has a lot of benefits for your body. Um, so I'm bringing Jason on, and we're going to talk about this little patch and what this little thing can do. It's about, the patch itself is about the size maybe of a quarter. Uh, and it's something you just put, I guess, on your stomach or on the back of your neck, and then it'll help with different benefits. So I'm gonna bring Jason. We're gonna talk about this a little bit. So what's up, brother?
Hey, how you doing, buddy?
Man, thanks for coming on the show and talking about this. So you reached out to me last week, and you was telling me about this new technology, this little patch. And then you gave me a couple to try out. Um, you know, so I've been wearing it for the last, I don't know, a couple of days. And so let's talk about this patch. Let's talk about a little bit about what it does, and then I'll share with my audience kind of some of the things I noticed from it.
Sure, absolutely. Well, guys, well,
Yeah,
again,
cool.
thank you for having me on the show, man. I love sharing my story.
Mhm.
So, guys, what it is, it's a stem cell therapy patch. All right, as you see, as he said, it's about the size of a quarter. It's a patch that what it does, it naturally activates your body's stem cells. All right. For you guys, for people that don't know, stem cells are healing and are regenerative cells in our body. So it helps with healing, it helps with overall wellness. Okay. Well, the older we get, the more and more our stem cells become dormant. So by the time we're 30, 50% of our stem cells are dormant. By the time we're 60, 90% of our stem cells are dormant, meaning that they're not
That's
doing what
crazy.
they're supposed to be doing. And that's crazy. And that's why I tell people when you break your arm at 4 years old, it heals a lot quicker than when you're 40 and 50 and you break your arm. It takes a lot longer to heal because those active stem cells are dormant. So what this patch does, it uses a process called phototherapy. All right. What that is it actually uses our own body's internal light to reflect off this patch that activates what's called copper peptide. That's what activates our stem cells. Okay. Now, the best part about this patch is nothing enters into your body. Okay. It is not a drug. It's not an injection. It's not anything that absorbs into your skin. It's patented technology that reflects your body's light to activate your stem cells. Okay. Now, me personally, I've been on it myself a little over a month. All right. I sleep probably deeper than I ever have. And here's the thing. Here's the preface to that. I didn't have a problem
Right.
sleeping. I slept good, but I sleep so much deeper now. Like I dream so vividly now. I remember my movies like or my dreams like if I were watching a movie. Like I remember them.
Right.
That's how deep I slept. My focus
Right.
is a lot better when I sit down. I'm an entrepreneur, and I think I've got a little bit of ADHD. Um,
Mm.
but when I sit down to work now, I don't focus on 10 different things. I focus on what I'm doing. So it's more of a calmer,
Mm.
natural focus, and there's an energy to it that it's not a oh my gosh I'm on a supplement. It's a pure energy to it.
Right.
But what it does too, though, guys, it helps with healing. So anybody that's
Mm.
got like joint pain, it helps with inflammation. Actually, there's been a lot of case studies that show where it helps with brain inflammation. There's some studies that a lady that had brain inflammation over 6 weeks on this patch, it dramatically changed her brain functions and her swelling in her brain. Okay.
Wow.
There's a dentist down here in Bradenton that they carry this, and there was a customer of theirs that they were going to have to do surgery to his jaw. Well, his bone was too brittle to do the surgery. What they did is they themselves put him on this patch. Six
Right.
6 months later, it had regenerated enough bone density to be able to do the surgery. Incredible. Okay. But there's all kinds of case studies, guys, to where there's, people with ADHD, people with PTSD, kids with autism. It helps with that. And the best part is it's natural. I've got a buddy of mine, Cameron, that his mother has dementia. He lives with her to help take care of her. And 3 or 4 months on this, her mind functions have just mellowed out. She don't freak out when he leaves the house. She don't worry every time. I mean, just, naturally it's not curing, the disease, but it's those side effects that get even worse that it's helping with. I mean, this thing is changing people's lives. There's a lot of before and after photos I can provide that show where people maybe had a car wreck and they had stitches, and it should have taken 6 months for them to heal, but it only took 2 months. But it's great for overall wellness, for strength, for mental clarity, for energy, and actually, like I said, it activates your body's collagen as well. So it's great for anybody that has skin, maybe skin issues, hair issues. There's actually been some before and afters where it's actually grown hair for some people. So this thing is changing people's lives for the better, and it's incredible because, again, there's I know a lot of people are against big pharma now. A lot of people are against big pharma.
Right.
So that's the best part about this patch is there's nothing entering into your body. So there's no side effects. There's no is it going to interfere with the medicines I'm taking already? It's literally activating what your body already has in it.
Right. So let me ask you. So what's the name of the company?
The company is LifeWave. LifeWave is the company that actually has David Smith is the CEO and inventor. He's a scientist, and he's been working on stem cell research for over 20 years now. Okay. And he's done a lot with the U.S. government with different patches, different patches over the years with the U.S. swim team and things like that. But he launched this X39 patch for the stem cell therapy back in 2020, actually 2019. So during COVID is when it officially launched here in the States. And this thing has just taken off like crazy, because the testimonials behind it, it's an amazing patch. Like, it's one of the greatest things personally that I've ever seen, witnessed myself firsthand.
Right. Now, did you send me a video too that kind of explains it as well? So what I'll do is I'll take that link to the video you sent me.
Yes.
We'll put it in the comment field, and people can click on that and they can see that video.
Absolutely. And guys, I mean, it feels good to be part of something that's actually changing people's lives,
Right.
And I always tell people it's not a Me Too movement. Like I said, it's not a supplemental drink. It's not a diet pill. It's not one of those movements. And the nice part is it's, from my end, it's proprietary. So that means it's patented for the next, at least till 2040. So nobody in the world can duplicate this now.
Wow. So, like I said, I normally don't endorse products, because I don't want to get behind something and just sell it just to sell it.
Right.
It's something that, like I told you, when we first met, you told me about it. I'm like, hey, I got to try it out first to see if it works, and then I'll get behind it. So one of the things that I noticed, for my audience is that, so I have sleep apnea. My schedule's crazy. I work, long hours, different days. So, for me to be able to sleep is, I get maybe an hour of sleep and then I wake up but one of the things I noticed, I've been wearing this for about 2 or 3 days. One of the things that I noticed is that my sleep has changed a lot. So when I wear this thing, now I'm sleeping for like, 2 or 3 hours straight, but it's, like when I used to sleep, I used to sleep an hour and anything would wake me up. Now I'm wearing this, for like at least 2 or 3 hours and I'm dead to the world. I'm just like,
Yep.
And, and the same thing you were talking about, your your dreams being vivid and you kind of remember them. I've been noticing that as well since I've been wearing this thing. So I could at least say, hey, yes, I know this works as far as for me anyways, as far as the sleeping part. Which I'm thinking if I do this for the whole month and and it's rejuvenating my stem cells and helping out that, hopefully at some point I can get at least a good 8 hours of sleep. So
right, exactly.
yeah.
Well, and the key is too. I always tell people ask how you wear it. You wear it 12 hours on, 12 hours off. Okay.
Right.
So what I tell people when you brush your teeth in the morning, throw it on the, you can actually wear it anywhere, but the studies, when they did the case studies, they put it on the back of the neck and the abdomen, but you can actually wear it anywhere. But it's 12 hours on, 12 hours off. So in the morning, put it on, dinner time, take it off, throw it away, and then put a new one on, the next day.
Okay. Yeah. And that's what I've been doing. I wear it in the back of my neck. So, that way it's not in the way, nobody sees it, and I was talking to you too about the technology, because it's not like, somebody's got a chip. It's not something that's like saturated with drugs or, something that, it's just, I look at it, it's just like a patch,
Yeah, it looks like a little sticker. That's all it looks like, right?
Yeah. Right. So, that's what I was curious is how it actually works, So it takes your internal infrared system, or I guess it reflects on light or whatever, and that's what rejuvenates the stem cells.
Yeah, well, basically what it does, it actually elevates what's called your copper peptide in your body. Okay, and there's like I said on that website, it'll kind of go into a little more detail about that, which actually that's what begins the activation of your stem cells. Okay,
right.
But yeah, but our bodies, a lot of people don't know this, our body illuminates light from the inside. That's why I always tell people, when you're in if you're in a dark room and you're using the thermal camera, if you ever notice, our body lights up red and yellow. Well, and that's what this technology is using to reflect that light. So like I said, we're using exactly what's in our body, which makes this even better. It's an added bonus.
Right. And so, one of the other things that intrigues me about this is, I have a lot of athletes that watch this show. We got fighters, we got bare knuckle fighters, we have power slap, contenders and champions that come on. And one of the things that, everybody is concerned about with power slap and, some of these sports is the concussions and the head injuries. Mm-hmm. So I'm curious to how this might be beneficial to them.
Well, if you think about the majority of the stuff that they probably, encounter with their injuries, most of it's inflammation. And that's a big part of what this helps is that inflammation of the muscles and the joints and stuff. So yeah.
Cool. So some of my friends that are into these sports, this might be something you might consider too. Especially you guys in power slap. You guys get knocked out, get these concussions, and
I give it up. I give it up to those guys. Yeah, I give it up to those guys.
Yeah,
I will watch. I will watch from the stands.
Right. But anything I could do to help these guys, we cheer them on, and so I'm thinking of of different things that might benefit them, and help them as well. So this is definitely one of the things I was thinking about, and that's kind of one of the reasons I was interested in bringing this on and talking about this thing too. So if somebody wants to get this product, how do they do that?
They can contact me directly. I mean, there'll be a link to my direct site on there, or they can contact and call me or text me directly. Man, I'm very approachable. I believe in this product wholeheartedly. So I love sharing my story with anybody that I can. Because here's the thing, at the end of the day, everybody on the face of this planet has stem cells. and everybody is
Right.
aging, which means that they are going dormant. So this is a product that no matter what your situation is, you can benefit from this patch.
Cool. So what we're gonna do is I'll put the video in the comments field, and
Mhm.
then I'll also put Jason's contact information.
Yep.
And then if you guys are interested in this thing, and you want to see how to purchase it, or maybe we get involved with the company, there's opportunities for that as well. You could reach out to Jason. Um, and one of the things I plan on doing is kind of endorsing this thing too throughout my programs, and we'll talk a little bit about that and kind of push it to help you out. And then like I said, I'll keep trying to wear it, and then maybe I'll be able to give, like, I don't know, maybe a weekly update of how it's changing, how I'm benefiting from it. Like I said, the first week already I could tell from the sleep. So if I keep wearing it, I'm hoping like in a month, I can feel all the benefits. May kick some energy and.
Well, I will tell you the rule of thumb is for every decade you're alive, you need to give it
Right.
that month. So I'm 48. So
Right.
actually, I've already felt a dramatic difference in the first month. I'm looking forward to month 3, 4, and 5. Like it's gonna, that's when it becomes life changing.
Cool. So yeah, definitely. So we'll keep trying it out. We'll give you an update on the progress of this thing, and then we'll see. We'll go from there. But I think that right now, I've been impressed with it. So enough to bring you on and talk about it. And like I said, normally I don't do this for our show, but I think this is something that I really can get behind. So, and put my stamp of approval on if that matters to anybody. But yeah, so I appreciate you, brother, man. So what else you got going on?
Man, that's about it right now, dude. I'm all in with this, man. I mean, I've been going to meetings and I do a lot of Zoom calls with people because there's an opportunity side to this as well. I kind of talked to you about that. Right. That a lot of people are intrigued by that, because if you can make a little bit of even just side money by spreading this and helping people, that's a double benefit as well.
Right. So yeah, you guys are interested in this thing, definitely give Jason a shout out, and try it out and see if it works. And if it does, if you try it and you notice, like, major difference or something, I'd love to hear from you guys. Just come back on the show and we'll talk about it. The more people who try it, and you can give a testimony on how this thing is working for them. I mean, I think that'll say a lot too. So
absolutely.
Cool. All right, man. I know we had some internet issues in the beginning, man. So
not a problem. I understand.
Got knocked out. But I want to thank you again, brother, for showing up and coming on and being patient with me. And then, like I said, guys, check out the comment fields. We'll have all the information you need in that comment field.
Awesome.
All right, guys. Until next episodes, remember, you are uniquely designed with a purpose, and always keep moving forward.
Thanks for having me, man.
All right, brother. I really appreciate you coming on, man.
All right, buddy.